Hey guys, Anthony here from Triple X RC Garage, and I am doing a dub over right now because my microphone wasn't working. So bear with me because I got to try to figure out what I'm saying. So what I'm doing is we're getting ready to take the skid plate off and put the new REDCAT skid plate and battery tray that the axe system has. So basically, yep, that's the battery tray. Anyway, so we're going to be changing this out. Now I do like the Bauhaus. Okay, so first thing we got to do is to remove battery tray. So let's get started. We're going to use our 2mm. Now the one thing didn't come with the new tray, which you don't need, is the battery belts, which we're going to be using. And using my Cal RC magnetic pad here. And I apologize if you live by an airport. And 2.5 up here. And one thing I got to do is I have to remove the wire that's running through the battery tray before I go trying to snatch it off. Okay. I put a piece of tape here because I didn't want to wear a spot in the cord. Okay, so unplug, do a slight twist, and pull through. Now I'm going to leave the I'm not, oh, okay. I was going to say I'm not seeing a difference, but I did remember I had, for some reason, trimmed off this. For some reason, don't know why. So I'll be using the new one, but it looks like they're identically the same, except for the part I had cut off at one point. So that's the part I'd cut off. Well, we'll be using the new one. Let's put those over there for now. And so what we need to do, get the leaves out of there, is we need to undo the upper links. I remember now because when I shifted everything upward, the links moved too, if I'm not mistaken. That's why I had to cut that piece off. But that's okay, because now I'm going to use the new one. Now the one I'm removing is the Bauhaus one, and the only reason I'm removing it is because I want to make this as genuine as possible to be the Axe edition. Because I already got the metal gears in the transmission, as well as the differential. And I think we gotta do two. So I gotta remove this link as well. Okay, so got all the links hooked back up. Now the next thing is to put the transfer case back in. So you get the little drive shaft and the other drive shafts. Everything's got to line back up. So what we're going to do now is do that, but I just need to clean off this transfer case because it's got a little bit of grit there. Okay, so I'm going to take and push up the big drive shaft first, the front one, big one. Line it up, slide it. As we're sliding it, we gotta line up the little one. And a little tougher to get to, but let's see if I can get this thing to line up. Okay, sorry about the camera view. This one's gonna be a little bit of a pain. There it goes. So it's lined up. Before we put the four screws back in, let's get the back one in here too. We can lift this up, slide it in, and everything's back in place. So we got the four screws here, two over here. Okay. So let's get the 2mm going. Now, if perchance you're taking an original and doing all this modification, this would be a good time to go ahead and put your CNC metal gears in and grease your transmission, which I've already done on this rig, so I'm not taking that apart. There is a video further back in my videos where I did put the CNC metal gears in here and greased it and everything. You can go back and watch that if you'd like. And of course, I always do one opposite the other one, that way I know they're going to line up. So this way here, this one's just going to go in and screw back in place. But one of the things I did when I did the Bauhaus one here, if you notice, there's no elongated pieces here for the side. So this one already had screws and nuts to this. So I did trim off those ears off of the new one, just because I didn't feel like unbolting all these just to put them into plastic. So that's why I did it that way. But if you're replacing a stock and putting this one in, then you don't have to trim it off. I just did. All right, now I need to see this bad boy. All right, it's in. So new battery box. All right, I need to look and see what screw. Okay. All right. That screw's already out. So what we're going to put in next is the battery box screws and these were from all right, so got the battery box back on. So all I got to do now is just transfer the belts and of course refasten the axe system back down, and that should be it. So okay, let me get this light out of the way here. So what I did is on the Axe Edition, there is a cross member here that's not like this end over here. So I found a link. I don't know what size it is, and I don't think there's any numbers on it, but I did find me a link that fit perfect in there, so I went ahead and did that. Because I know with the Axe Edition, they basically took a tie strap these to this cross member. So I kind of did mimic the same thing. So looks nice and clean. And let me get the servo run through correctly. And put this back in here. I'm going to get this snugged up and tightened up, make it look right. So there it is, guys. Okay, guys, we just got finished with doing the transformation from the Bauhaus skid plate to the Axe Edition skid plate. I apologize, I am doing a dub over here because again, my microphone was messed up and I didn't realize it. So anyway, what we're going to do now, and I do like the Bauhaus, just so you know, I think that's what I'm saying here, but I do want to make it into the Axe Edition. So here it is with the new skid plate, and the only reason I did that is because this was the original and I changed everything over. I already did the housings on the axles. I did all the metal gearing and did a lot of the changeovers. 5 months ago I put that axe system in, and I just recently put in the reef servo that comes in this, and I got lucky because the guy who was getting rid of that also got the body from. So that's why my rig now looks like the complete Axe Edition, and with all the body parts changed, it is now the Axe Edition. Okay guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget the like button down below, and remember, have fun with RCs.